Ladies and gentlemen, it's What's the Odds with Steve Renazizi. Welcome back to the podcast, January 7th, 2022. I guess this is probably our second official podcast of the year because I think the last one came out on New Year's Day, even though we did it New Year's Eve. That's how it works. Emma was off. Aaron came to the rescue, popped it up on the internet, YouTube for us, and so it now lives. But we didn't do a very good job picking games last week.
Actually, we did.
It was like
badly though on the two that we missed on.
We missed bad. Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Six.
Yes, it felt like because the two. Yeah, by the way, the only person. Just a quick shout out to start the show off. The only person that got the Arizona Cowboy game correct in my estimation was Jonah. He was like, look, and he's starting off. He's like, look, I like both these teams, but what can I say? Just my gut's telling me that Arizona's going to win. And I was like, buddy, this is not going to, I don't think this is going to age well. And of course it did.
Just plug his show. We should spend this hour plugging his show. Just
honestly, he has
picks.
The drive, dude.
Win Lucas money.
It's a snow day, right? Today they had their first snow day. My kids, California kids for the most part, so they've never had snow. And so now we live here, and we got 7 inches of snow in New York overnight. So, like last night, the superintendent calls and goes, "It's going to be a 2-hour delay." And we were like, "That's some bullshit." Like, really, between COVID and snow and shit, and it being January, like nobody wants to go to school. So 2 hours, we're like, we'll see. And then, like by 9 o'clock, they called again. They were like, "Look, it's much deeper and wider than we thought." The storm was going to be, and it was a very sexual message, and he's like, it's thicker and deeper and wider than we thought it was ever going to be, so we're going to call it for tomorrow, and it's fucking Friday. So but yeah, so my kids were up at 7:30 anyway, and they got inflatable, like they look like jet skis, but they're inflatable jet ski slide, like sleds. Mm-hmm. And so 7:30 in the morning, we're in the shop vac in the garage blowing those fucking things up. By 8 o'clock, they're flying down my driveway is pretty gnarly. I put a video up on Instagram, but it's pretty steep. So it's like its own little thing. And they were sliding down that for a couple hours, made some homemade pancakes, and now they're out with their cousins running around. Hopefully not getting hit by the plow. I told them, I go, guys, the plow guys they're all on drugs. I told them, I go, all of them on drugs. And they don't ask questions. They will just, if they hit something they don't know, they'll just pour a lot of snow on top of it, and that's it. So you got to like watch for them, and so they're all right. But I know they're going to come running through here and interrupting this any minute. But yeah, it's nice to have their first snow day. We got 7 inches. It's a fucking decent amount of snow, and I slipped already. I'm outside trying to. Yeah,
got to take care of your back,
dude. I got to check the ring cam because I went down the stairs like. Fucking I know. I was like, oh, just put it. I figured just put a goddamn folding table at the bottom of this, and that way I'll slide right into it, crack in half, and that way I'll 2 birds, 1 stone. I still will do that. Yes. By the way, I still will do that. I will go through a table for you guys.
If the Bills win the Super Bowl, you got to light that thing on fire.
I'm willing to say right now, based on what I think is going to happen in the next month and a half of football, that it's pretty safe to say, and unfortunately for you guys, that I don't think that they're going to have. I don't think I'm going to have to light anything on fire.
Well, what do you think is going to happen?
I think that they're going to make it to the AFC Championship game, and they're going to lose.
To who?
The Titans.
They're going to lose to the Titans, or they're going to lose to the Colts. One of those two teams.
It's the Titans. Titans are going to be a very tough playoff team.
Yeah, they are. They got a great defense, and now
hopefully I just jinxed them.
Well, look, I was watching Derrick Henry work out the other day, and the guy's, it's outside snowing in Nashville, and he's in shorts. He didn't even have a brace on. Like, didn't he just have knee surgery? There wasn't even like a brace. There wasn't even like a thing you put on the outside to keep it warm.
He had knee surgery where it takes about a year to recover. And here we are 8 weeks later.
He did it in like 8 weeks. It's crazy. I mean, look, who knows? You hope he's healthy, but if he is, it's going to be tough. Like I said, you guys, the problem stopping the run. It's not going to show up. I I think that you will win the first two games, probably based on incredible performances by Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. The defense will show up. You'll be able to run the ball a little bit, but then you'll just come, either one of those teams.
What about Cincy?
Here we go. Wild times.
Cincy is a very good, talented team, but they're one of those like the Chargers. They're very Jekyll and Hyde,
and they remind me of you guys a couple years ago.
Yeah,
talent, young, like let's go do it, but like we'll fuck up when things get serious.
And if you go back and look at who they really dominated. The KC game, they played very well, but before that, it was really just they killed Baltimore and that was it.
Yeah.
Then they either just played solid or they got their asses handed to
them. Yeah, I mean, look, that's my opinion, and I just think that the run game is going to be an issue for you guys if you can do something about it. Unfortunately, I think you're not going to get healthy. You're not going to get what's his name.
Tre'Davious White.
Tre'Davious White.
But they'll have defensive linemen that will be available in the playoffs.
Timeout. The cousin crew wants to come over. Look, the only guy that predicted the game, the chart, the Cowboys and the Cardinals. Could you want to give a quick plug for your new show?
Swaggy Joe's Talk Show. Go check it out.
All right, like, subscribe, rate, and review. Does anyone else want to say hello? Well, or then you can head upstairs for lunch. Go upstairs for lunch. This is my other cousin, Ryan, or my nephew, Ryan. Yeah. Are you going to go? Please. I'm in the middle of something here, right? You're going to hang out or what? Yeah. Everyone upstairs. Thank you.
Sir, are you
close the door, please.
Are you daddy daycare now?
No, my wife is upstairs. But you got to take everything off. All the snow shit's got to be taken off in the garage. So the access from the garage is through the basement, which is where I am right now. So at least they follow proper protocol. Otherwise, if they walk to the front door with all the shit that they just had on and all the snow all over them, my wife would have she would have lost her mind. So they did the right thing. Anyway, what were we talking about? The fact that the Bills are not
going to beat the Bills. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my prediction. Although
here's the issue with your prediction, though, Steve.
If it's the Colts, you'll be at home.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the issue is, on my birthday, my parents got me a Josh Allen jersey, and since I've been wearing that, they haven't lost. So if I continue to wear it, they're going to run the table. That's just how those things work.
Yeah, but the problem is starting not this week, but starting the week after, all they have to do is lose once, and then that jersey doesn't mean anything.
But they
anymore.
don't.
You know
lose.
What I'm saying?
If I'm wearing it, they don't lose. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, they don't until they do, and when they do, it's all done.
Steve,
does that make sense?
They don't. Does that make sense? They have not. They will
not.
And
will not until they do. And
I just have to remember to put it on, and then we're good.
Antonio Brown, do you want to talk about the Jets before we get into crazy things?
What happened with Antonio Brown?
Honestly, I was in an airport. Sunday was a nightmare for me. Thank you to everyone who came out for New Year's Eve. The whole New Year's weekend at the brand new Fort Wayne Summit Comedy Club. The cats that own the Tacoma and Spokane and Appleton and Oklahoma, they opened one up in Fort Wayne, Indiana, which is a nice town. It's really nice. There were very nice people there. Wholesome, good food, nice. I didn't really get out too much, not too much to see, but Fort Wayne was nice. The people were very nice. It was the first weekend of the club. I was the first comic to perform there, so I was honored to be able to do that. And it was a great weekend. I also worked with a great comic, Casey McLean, who lives in Seattle, the Seattle area. So if you're around that area, check him out. It's really funny. And sports guy, we talked a lot of sports. But yeah, Sunday was a tough day flying back because my flights got canceled. There was snow in Fort Wayne and Detroit. And so everything was like just delayed. I had a fucking head cold, which you might still be able to hear. Hashtag not COVID, hashtag been tested 5 times this week. Hashtag taking the at-home test rectally, through the rectum, right? You swab the rectum. Yeah, so I watched a lot of the Jets and the Tampa game at a bar at the airport in Detroit, which was kind of hellacious because there was a drunk lady next to me screaming about the Ravens game. And then whenever she saw Antonio Brown take his shirt off, which they showed 1,000 times, she kept like, woo, get me a piece of that. Like, just fucking disgusting. I was like, take care of yourself, lady. Someone get a tranquilizer gun for this fucking lady. So a very annoying lady, but I didn't really get to see what happened until I got home and watched the whole game. First of all, the Jets played pretty well. If you're a Jet fan, you have to be somewhat proud of the way your team played for the majority of that game. Not on the fourth down play, not the goal line play, not the way it ended, but the majority of that game, you played pretty well. The defense looked good. They put pressure on Brady. They made him look confused once in a while. And Rex Ryan came up with a great fucking fact, which I wish I had known before. 2 Jets rookie quarterbacks have beaten Tom Brady in their rookie year. Sanchez, Geno Smith. Zach Wilson almost fucking did it last week, which, the Antonio Brown thing aside, to go from the 1 yard line, 99 yards with no timeouts in what, a minute and 15 seconds or whatever it was. It's Tom Brady. It's remarkable. Every throw was right on the fucking money.
And it was fixed.
And the NFL, I guess, is fixed according to Brett. But everything was just like second story to the fact that Antonio Brown lost his mind, ripped his jersey off, and left. And look, I don't know what you guys think about it. It's like the guy is, he's obvious. What did you think was going to happen? Like, at what point are we going to stop questioning the antics of this fucking guy? My question now is do you think he makes it into the Pro Bowl? If this is the last time you ever see him on a football field, do you think not the Pro Bowl, the Hall of Fame?
No, he's not going to the Hall of Fame, most likely. And he's going to have a very nice career in the Rock's new football league. He'll get a nice fat contract and go play there.
I think his stats weren't a Hall of Fame career, though.
Yeah.
But his character doesn't. And it's more than just stats.
OJ's in the Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm.
He was in the Hall of Fame before his character was questioned.
Okay. But I also heard, speaking of Hall of Fame, Terrell Owens wants to come back and take Antonio Brown's spot. And I think that's a great idea. And the kid Casey that I was telling you about, I think it's a great idea. That kid Casey that I was working with in this weekend, he goes, let me tell you something. If Terrell Owens gets a ring, okay, at 48 years old, it was worth COVID. It was worth the entire pandemic. If this could all for this little come down, that they can only go down to Terrell Owens and he gets a ring at 48, it was worth, a couple million people getting a plague and, dying. I agree. So I would love that. If Tom Brady could talk Terrell Owens, and who, by the way, still looks like he could fucking play, right?
And the guy's shredded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't want to show you my body right now, but I just got off the Peloton.
I want to see it.
I just got off the Peloton. Still sweaty in my shorts. Yeah. But, he gets out of it. He leaves. He goes to get an Uber. The Uber, picks him up. It's like, this is a wild situation. Take me to Newark. Take me to New York City. He's at the fucking Nets game the next night. Then he's like, it's all, when you hear about what happened, it's all because of incentives. And the incentives are for him to catch the ball more so we can make more money. He doesn't care about, the team winning. I think he thinks by him catching the ball, winning will be a byproduct of that. And it's not always the case. You don't have a guy that's questionable behind, center. It's like, oh, you got to question Tom Brady's decision. It's like, this guy will throw the ball to whoever the fuck he wants to throw the ball to. And that's been the case for the last 22 years. Give me a break, man. Why? Because you need another 300, yards or another 30 catches or whatever it is. It's like, it is what it is. We're trying to win the fucking game. And if you don't want to play, I get it, dude. Bruce Arians is like, we don't, and you don't need that. Nobody fucking needs that. How many times is this guy gonna? Now, that being said, put him in a Giant uniform. I'd welcome it with open arms. I'd welcome it with open arms. I really would. At
Uh,
this point, what
but
the fuck?
he was targeted more this year than he was last year.
Yeah, because he's probably in better shape. He's another year under the, and it's also not like they don't have. I don't think Tom Brady, besides the Randy Moss years, has ever had one guy that he exclusively, like it's always been a revolving door, whether it's like Wes Welker with Gronkowski with Edelman with there's always been, the Randy Moss years were like insane because they were just like, your two athletes in the prime of their careers. But beyond those, it's like this guy likes to spread the ball out.
The
because
guy knows how to read defenses, and he checks every read, and it goes to whoever's open
in the right amount of time. I don't have time right now to look at 3 and 4. So one or two, whichever the better option is, I'm going to that. And if Antonio Brown happens to be option 3 or 4, well, guess what, dude? Did you want me to wait to the fucking defensive end, grab my fucking knees and shredded them? Give me a break. I don't, everyone's trying the best they can, but like how did he think that was going to end? It doesn't even work. It's not even worth talking about to me. And in my opinion, it's like, it's not even worth trying to hash. Like, what is his thought process? Any of that shit. The guy's got mental issues,
his camp is saying he has no mental issues, which means he's immature. He's just a really immature guy. That being said, I listened to a lawyer talk about it yesterday. I'm not going to even try to regurgitate the really smart stuff that he said, but he's probably going to get paid. He will win his arbitration because he'll be able to prove at some point the Buccaneers didn't specify that he would be cut if he behaved a certain way. And it has to happen like pretty much every day he enters the facility throughout the entire season. So he is going to get paid, and then he won't get another opportunity in the NFL, but he'll go on to like the USFL or whatever.
Maybe. I mean, unless they have a vaccination thing and he has to get another fucking false card. It's like, what's going on? This should have never happened. Goodell should have suspended him after that. He should have been done for the year. I wonder if he's called Gruden or Gruden's called him and been like, hey man, we should start our own thing, the Disgrace Club or something. It's like finally get on the same page, give me a break.
Yeah.
Who wins this Charger fucking, this is the most interesting game.
So this is what's exciting. So if the Colts somehow lose, which
the Colts are playing the who? The Jags?
Are playing, the Colts are playing Jacksonville. And if Jacksonville pulls off a miracle, then the Chargers and the Raiders will get into the playoffs if they tie. So you have a scenario where you could just go, hey man, we both want in, put the ball in the 50, and we're just going to take knees all the way through overtime. It could be the first time that ever happens in the history of football, a 0-0 tie, just based on knees. So I'm cheering for Jacksonville. Dude, first of all, you will in no way, shape, or form will there be collusion. They have already probably talked to both teams and says 50-yard line. There is no rule against it. There's no rule in the NFL playbook against it. So you would upset Goodell probably because he doesn't want a Sunday night game that would mean something to be, zero excitement. But he can't do anything about it if they do it, and they both get in. No way. There's no way that's going to happen. No one gets hurt. That's the other thing. No one gets hurt. It's like I understand. It is like an automatic bye week, and everyone makes the playoffs. I understand, but my point is that I don't think you're ever going to have a situation where I bet you either the call has been made, someone's reached out about this scenario, and both coaches or both teams or whoever talks has probably said, "There's no way we would have done that." This is a playoff game. As far as we are concerned, the Raiders, as far as we are concerned, the Chargers, and we are going about it as such. There are no ties in playoff games. Lawyers are going, look, you guys have to set these rules at the start of the season. It's not in the rule book. You can't do anything about it. You can't fine us. Go fuck yourself. We want to keep our guys safe, and we want the postseason. That's more money in our pockets. But Jacksonville would have to beat the Colts, which right now they're 15.5 point underdogs. So probably not going to happen. But if it did, be a very interesting we would take the under in that game if Jacksonville was to pull up the upset.
Yeah, I mean, I just assumed it would be a fucking good competitive game. I still think it's going to be, but the Jacksonville thing does add a little wrinkle to it.
Yeah, Jacksonville will lose, and it'll be a competitive game.
Who wins it?
I mean, I think the Chargers.
Who are you rooting for?
I'm kind of pulling for the Raiders.
Me too.
So much shit hit the fan, and they're still in it. Like, go Derek Carr.
I mean,
for Cena, win it
coming
all.
back against Cleveland, winning that game, sort of just sneaking their way in. I don't see them doing much damage in a run at all. That's the team you want to play. I think week 1.
Yeah.
If you're the Bills at home, let them fucking run in there and beat them up for a little bit. But yeah, no, I'm sort of rooting, even though the Chargers are, I think, a better team, and I think that they would do better in the playoffs. I am kind of rooting for, and also it's just, they've had a shit year. They've had a real shit year. Yeah. They deserve a little extra, something, turn around.
They had another guy get a DUI.
Oh yeah. The other night, right after their, what is going on? Like, where is the leadership? Like, are there any, you got home Max Crosby, who's a former addict himself, isn't he?
Yeah.
Wasn't he in rehab?
And Waller as well.
Yep.
Yeah, you got some people there that are that have been through a lot of shit. You would think, but man, no one's. I don't know. They need something over there. They need something to change as far as leadership, because it's like, where does it end with that fucking team?
Yeah,
and
there's literally taxi lines out of every bar in Vegas.
They were home. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. That's the most interesting game to me, as far as like, this is the playoffs.
Yeah. And the NFL did a great job making that the last game of the year.
They flexed it in well, unless Bill Combs fucking thing happens. Because then the Colts are out. I mean, the Colts not making the playoffs to me would be that would be the probably best case scenario for you guys.
Yes, absolutely.
Them losing this week, that was shocking to me. That was again, Vegas just being able to just hang tough, be around. Mm-hmm. Derek Carr is a good quarterback. He's always been a good quarterback.
He's putting up top 5 numbers this year.
Yeah,
and getting no credit from anyone.
I think the fact that they're just kind of hanging around these games, keeping them close, that's scary. And so I hope they win. Where is the game? Is it in Vegas or it's in LA?
I believe it's in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that only the only situation? Like, what are the other ones that are like playoff scenarios?
No, it's in Vegas.
Oh, it is in Vegas? Mm-hmm. The rest of the scenarios, I think, are just for seeding. I don't know if there's anyone else that's playing in. I think the NFC was locked up last week.
Also, as gamblers, are you looking at prop bets, especially this last week, because you don't know who's going to play what?
Well, here's the fucking thing. I can't prop bet in California. But that being said, it is a good thing if Iowa, if you're able to in New York, I know you're now able to. I think this
Saturday.
Weekend. Yeah. So
January 8th.
Especially if you're just making regular DraftKings lineups is usually a good tell on how to build your lineup. If somebody has juiced up odds, they're probably going to have a big game.
But also contract incentives and shit.
If you want to talk about contract incentives, right. Stephon Diggs will make an additional $3 million per year for the next 3 years if he catches 6 passes and gets 239 yards receiving against the Jets. Which 239? Wait, catches, so it's 1.5 million added on each year for the next 2 to 3 years of his contract.
Okay,
if he catches 6 passes, 1.5 million, and if he gets 239 yards. It's another 1.5 million.
Oh, wow. Well, he ain't getting 239 yards.
He's going to get the 6 catches maybe on the first drive. They're going to force
6 passes. Yeah, make sure you get that out of the way.
That's Josh Allen's best friend.
You make sure you get that out of the way in case the game's a blowout and you don't have to use fucking.
But it's the Jets, Steve. So 239 is possible if they're force feeding him the ball. And the Jets don't really have anyone that can stick Diggs.
They played well last week, man. They played sneaky well, dude. I'm just telling you.
Who was on the field? You had Antonio Brown, who said his ankle was fucked up, and you had Mike Evans, who had a messed up hamstring.
Yep.
You're not going against the Bills with a mobile quarterback.
Yep.
And all of his receivers are healthy, except for
I agree.
Daniel Sanders has been limited. But, I mean, Beasley has stepped up and shown
healthy.
He's a guy, and Davis is a guy, and Diggs is a stud. So it is possible. It's unlikely, but 239 is possible. 6 catches easily. And then
Jamar Chase,
the other guy. Gronkowski's the other guy that has a bunch of incentives if he gets catches and yards and touchdowns. Stafford needs to throw 2 touchdowns to hit his bonus. Kupp needs like 250 yards for the record, and he needs like 139 or it might be 177 for the record and 139.
And the Rams are playing who? Who the Rams playing?
The Rams are playing
Seattle.
Is it Arizona?
No, they're playing San Francisco.
That's right.
At home. So they're in the dome. They're not going to have weather. And San Francisco's secondary is all fucked up. And then you have Devontae Adams needs 2 yards to hit his incentive. And he's already said he's playing. They're talking about resting him and resting Rodgers and those guys. But Rodgers wants to win the MVP. So Rodgers is going to go out and try to light up the Lions as quick as possible. And Adams, I believe his quote was, if you're scared about getting hurt, go to church. So he wants to play.
Yeah, but he doesn't get to make the decision. So
no, he doesn't. And then Jamar Chase is like 46 yards away from the rookie receiving yards record. And then Jalen Waddle is like 3 catches away from the rookie catches record. So those are the guys that I would be definitely interested in if you're building lineups this week.
I mean, you should be interested in most of those guys anyway. Jamar Chase.
Yeah, but
had an unbelievable week.
I'm saying like, don't worry about them being rested because they're probably going to play to get paid.
To get the money.
Or to get in the record book.
What? By the way, I was talked out of Big Ben having the big game on Monday night, and that fucking came through.
You were, and guess what? The Browns should fire their coach, and they need to get rid of Baker Mayfield as fast as possible.
They're going to. He'll be a giant.
You had a guy who, for the fourth season in a row, this is ridiculous. Do you understand? For the 4th year in a row, Nick Chubb is going to finish the season averaging over 5.5 yards a carry. And they gave Nick Chubb the ball 12 times against a defense that was giving up 157 yards a game for the last month and a half. And you saw what happened when they gave him the ball, second series of the game. First time they give him the ball, he breaks off like a 30-yard run. And instead they're like, let's go back to Baker, who can't even lift his shoulder and throw the football. And it was just – that was very poor coaching. There's no reason why they should have lost that game. It was a horrible game plan. And the Browns have themselves a Nagy. Comes in his first year, wins coach of the year. And then the second year thinks he's smarter than everybody else. And instead of playing to the strength of his team, he's wasting all the talent on the field.
Yeah. Well, then maybe he can become the Giants offense coordinator like Freddie Kitchens is now.
Yes.
So.
But that was unfortunate. That was not our fault. We did the right thing breaking down the game. We were in the right. It's just we got fucked over by Cleveland having just an inept coach who doesn't know how to utilize his talent.
I knew Chicago was good. That to watch Nagy put 29-3 on the Giants. Matt Nagy.
Yeah.
We were outsmarted by Matt fucking Nagy.
Yep. That was a rough game.
And I knew Cincinnati was going to fucking ball out. I knew Cincinnati was going to ball out. I fucking knew it. And I told you Tennessee was not going to be able to hang with Miami. I mean, Miami wasn't going to be able to hang with Tennessee. All these things are my gut, and you fucking walked me off of them last week.
I didn't walk you off Miami.
Well, we all kind of agreed Miami was probably going to be done, but I knew the fucking
yeah, you can't take credit for that. When I
knew Cincinnati was going to put up
Miami.
I told you
they were fakers.
I told you Cincinnati was going to put up on Kansas City, and I told you it was going to happen. And they did. I told you it's going to be a close game. You were all like, Kelsey. And I was like,
caught
dude.
a touchdown on the first drive. And then
I know.
Like, I'm not going to throw it to him anymore.
But Jamar Chase caught 3 of them.
With these guys.
Bro.
Use your weapons. No one's using their weapons.
It's a tough game, man.
Or
These
keep
teams
not
are
using
tough.
your weapons, and the Bills will use their weapons and will win the Super Bowl. Just be idiots.
Easy does it. Everyone knows that Aaron Rodgers is going to win the Super Bowl this year.
He probably
It's
will.
it's his to lose or win.
Yeah, he probably will.
It really is.
They're a really good team.
Yeah, defensively too, which is like scary
Yeah.
because really, you know, that's never been the case before. It's always
And
like, let's blow them out.
Tampa would have to go to Green Bay with a full stadium this time if they both make it to the NFC Championship.
Yeah, that's I think the game everybody wants to see. I think the Cowboys are one and done. I they don't look good at all. I was like, what the fuck? They should be winning this game by 2 touchdowns at least.
Yep.
Their offense looks fucking shitty. And, you know, I think the defense is, you know, you've got some unbelievable playmakers, but they don't bend, they break. They either break or they're fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying? There's no like a little give.
Well, they're all or nothing.
Yeah. You got to watch out for that at the playoffs because if nothing shows up, you're in big fucking trouble. So I just, you know, to me, I'm like the Cowboys are. I'm trying to think of who's going to put up a fight in the next couple of weeks against Green Bay.
Maybe the Rams. Maybe.
Maybe.
But how is Stafford going to play? Because he's played really poorly.
Yep.
The Eagles, possibly.
Oh my God, dude!
Just because Jalen Hurts could
The Eagles,
like the most ridiculous game in the history of football, maybe.
Dude, we can't even. The Eagles, they got to win to get in this weekend.
No, they're already in.
They're already in.
Yeah, they clinched
Oh
last
my
week.
God! The Eagles are in the playoffs.
Eagles are in the playoffs, and the Giants are going golfing.
The Eagles are in already. They don't even have to beat the Cowboys.
No.
No.
The game might not be competitive tomorrow.
Oh my God!
And, the Cowboys are probably going to be resting most of their starters, and the Eagles have COVID, so a lot of guys are already out.
Well, the Cowboys also have COVID too. Micah Parsons has got COVID. I thought the Eagles had a win to get in.
No.
Oh my God!
Yeah, they flexed the wrong game.
Who is in the fucking playoffs for the NFC? The Eagles got in?
Eagles got in.
NFC playoff picture.
So it's Arizona, the Cardinals, the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Packers. Who am I missing?
The
Tampa.
Rams, the Buccaneers.
Oh my God, it's Green Bay. Green Bay's going to walk through the NFC. Do you think the Bills can beat Green Bay? Come on now.
Any given Sunday, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're going to need it.
We have
That
Josh
to be,
Allen.
you're going to need it to be that Sunday, February 13th. I'll tell you that.
I feel like we've said this about Green Bay many seasons, though, where they are the most talented. Rodgers does put up insane stats, and then you have
He
the
chokes
situation.
in the NFC Championship.
Yep. He's lucky he has that one Super Bowl because he would have a lot more criticism towards him if he hadn't.
Dude, he's the coolest fucking guy in the whole world. All right. He sits on his couch. He plays by his own rules. All right. He'll show you his feet. He'll show you his fake vaccination card. He is the coolest dude in the whole world.
Do you think he's still leaving Green Bay?
Yeah. Either way.
It seems like him in the front office have kind of smoothed stuff over.
Either way, it's over.
And I think if he wins the Super Bowl, maybe he just retires and then goes into show business.
For what? Who wants him in show business? People don't really like him. He's gone down, dude.
Yeah, but how many people are in show business that we're all like, we don't really like that person? And they're the most famous, wealthy individual. That's how show business
Donald Trump.
works. There you go.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to be a heel like Donald Trump. He wants to be.
He could host Jeopardy.
He can't. My boy, Ken Jennings, is fucking killing it, dude.
Yeah.
There's no one better. Don't even fuck around. He's doing great. The only problem I have is that he hasn't asked Amy if she still has her dick or not. Like, you have to ask whether or not she has parts. It's like she's won 28 times. How many use? Yeah. I already know about her fucking. She was in a spelling bee. She was on a little league team that finished 0-16. it's like let's get down to what we're talking about here, man. Let's get real. And you don't have to make it graphic.
No, nobody's going to beat Amy. It's going to have to be Ken versus Amy.
That's what's going to have to happen. They're going to have to start talking shit to each other. Even though he's so nice to her about it. He's like, look, you're the top 4 of all time. You get 31 answers right a thing. I got 31 answers. It's like, all right, well, suck each other's dicks, but why don't we get a war at this thing? See who's better. Let's get Holzhauer out at retirement and do it. But she's murdering it. And I don't think she loses for another 2 weeks. I'll put that up there. I think Amy is still on Jeopardy before the Cowboy. Amy will still be playing Jeopardy, and the Cowboy season will be over. How about that? There's a fucking hot take for you. The Cowboys will be done with football before Amy is done with Jeopardy.
Somewhere Jerry Jones is listening, and he's over salting a sandwich.
Absolutely. And you could suck on Amy's balls if I'm wrong, okay? If that's something that you're interested in. I want to know what's going on, Like, obviously, she's had a rough life. It hasn't been easy. You don't get that smart by just being out all the time and hanging out. Like, you have to have, like, a hardened life where you just like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to go to my own world. I'm going to learn. I'm going to become a better version of myself and become happy with myself. But that's how you do it.
Yeah.
She knows about every book. Dude, there's not a book category that's come up that she doesn't fucking just sweep that thing up.
But then the pop culture stuff and the sports she kills too.
Yeah, because she's got, she was a baseball freak. She liked baseball.
She was saying the other day how she's a big Warriors fan. And she said,
yeah.
I started becoming a fan in 2009 before they were good. I'm like,
that was like a year before they were good. What the fuck? They just drafted. They had Steph Curry. What are you talking about?
Before they were good.
Yeah. Let's not talk about before things were different things, okay? Amy, let's just stay on the present. And I'm happy for her. I love it, dude. And she's gotten a little bit more feminine as the show's gone on. I think they've loosened her up a little bit. In the beginning, it was woof, very hard. But now I'm like, rock and roll. And I don't know if they're putting up the best people against her. This lady the other day was a storyteller. I go, give me a fucking break. Storyteller. Where are the people? Let's get a fucking thing. Get someone with a brain in here. This lady's wiping the floor with people. Get someone that can get, last night she had a pretty tough one. They actually went down to Final Jeopardy and she only won by $4,000. But yeah. Are you watching it every night?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. I got nothing else going here.
Yeah. Between that and the Powerball,
that
number's still going up. I got to win that.
Are you playing
Powerball.
You're playing the Powerball?
You're damn right I'm playing Powerball.
Yeah. I'm playing Powerball too.
God.
Do you pick your own numbers?
No. Total randos.
Oh, I pick my own numbers.
All the same ones every time? Are you just...
One day.
No,
I only play it when it goes above 400 million.
Yeah.
Then it's worth my while. Anything below that, it's do away with this, please.
My God.
Do you have to reveal yourself if you win the lottery in New York State?
I don't think you legally have to.
No.
So
I'll probably put the ticket through the washing machine and lose it. But no, I think I would not reveal myself. And by the way, you would never know that I won because you would never see me or hear from me ever again.
Well, then we would know that you won or you died.
Yep. You never I in a way that you will know that it's me. I will reach out to you to let you know that I'm okay. But this is including my family. No one will see me ever again, ever. And I'm not going dark Epstein style. I'm going recluse, off Unabomber style, off the grid. Okay. I'm going to hire Ryan O'Neal to be my lookout, and that's it. You'll never know about where I am.
Secret.
Mm-hmm.
He's not good at keeping secrets.
No, he isn't.
He's not.
When I won the money at your house, everyone at the store knew before I even left your porch.
Because no one could believe it was real. We all honestly at that point still didn't believe it was real.
Yeah. So if you won a $400 million lottery, you think he's going to keep his mouth shut?
No, I'm not telling him that part. I'm just going to tell him I'm done. I'm gone. You got to come with me to help. Like, we're off the grid. We're done.
Steve, why are we here and why are we flying private?
He won't ask those questions, dude. He won't. Trust me. Yeah, me, Antonio Brown, and Ryan O'Neal. We're going off the grid. Golf is back. Did you watch last night? Oh, sweet, sweet Maui. God. The Ritz-Carlton at what's that fucking club in Maui? God, they play the Century Tournament of Champions. So if you won a tournament last year, you can play in this tournament. 38 people. It's most guys' first tournament of the year. It starts the West Coast. You do 2 in Hawaii, and then you go to the desert. Then AT&T up in San Francisco, Torrey Pines, LA Open, boom, 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 and we're off. But I did do a DraftKings lineup though, my first one of the year. I'm in what place am I in? Let's get the fucking full up-to-date update right now.
That'd be first. Building this up like it's first.
Well, I'm winning $30 right now. So
hell yeah.
Ready for this? Buy-in? It was $20. That's all I do.
Yeah.
I am. Where's my entry? I am 2,423 out of. I think there's like 100,000 players. So I'm winning $30 so far.
Is it to first place gets $1 million?
100,000 to first place.
Okay. Is it single entry? Because you should start.
I could do as many of those.
Steve, you should do single entry. Because again, you're a savant when it comes to golf. Most people aren't.
Say that again.
You're a savant when it comes to golf. Most people are not. You're playing in this massive entry tournament where guys are just using optimizers and they're giving themselves 150 chances to your one. I would find yourself a $20 single entry and just start coming in first place. They're going to be, they're not worth 100K, but you'll get 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, whatever it is.
Why do I feel like this is you talking me off of me winning $100,000? That's what I think is happening right now.
Keep playing the lottery. I'm trying to help you make money.
You know what? Maybe I'll do this. How about this? There's a world for both of us, Brendan. I will put a lineup in for the 100,000, but I will start to do these single entry ones so that you don't.
Yes.
I don't want to get fucked with optimizers. I didn't even know what an optimizer was. So you just said that. What is an optimizer?
Yeah. It's basically a algorithm where a computer will pick the lineup for you based on guys' past performances. And what they don't account for is what you account for whenever you have court on, how guys play on certain surfaces, the weather, the wind, how the wind.
Yeah, I do that in my brain.
Optimizers don't do that. They go, here's what this guy did the last 10 months of playing. So he's going to do this here because that's what he's done in the past. So they do pick these lineups and you can beat them. They do the same thing in football. I kill these optimizers.
How do I buy an optimizer?
You go on a site that provides that. I don't think you want that. You're better than an optimizer. I'm trying to tell you, you are better than an optimizer, but you're playing against guys who are entering 150 lineups.
Yeah.
Your odds are not good.
I just want to beat them all with my one thought, my like, okay,
this is what could happen. But I'm saying if you do single entry, your odds of winning are going to be way higher.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got the guy in first and the two guys tied for second. So far, so good. Yeah, but it's fun to watch golf, especially when it's 4 degrees outside and there's 6 inches of snow on the ground. And Maui just looks so perfect now. Yeah. But they did have 20 inches of rain, so they're playing lift, clean in place. You know what that means? That means if I hit it out from the drive, my tee box, I hit my drive, I hit into the fairway, put a tee down next to your ball. You can pick it up, you can clean it, and you place it down within 2 club lengths of where you're, because the ball probably, the way they've had so much water, it probably hit the ground and caught a lot of mud and shit. Doesn't roll. So nobody wants to hit mud balls all weekend long. So you can lift. Tomorrow, maybe it'll be dried out a little more. If there's no rain, they might not play it. You guys don't give a fuck.
No.
Guess what I got an email for? The Pasadena City Championship.
Hell yeah.
I know, but I have a weekend. I'm in Buffalo that weekend. Buffallo.
It's time to walk away from comedy and go follow your true passion. Which
could I fly? Do you think I can get a private plane to go from my Buffalo? I need it from Buffalo on Saturday, right? Morning, fly me to Pasadena. I get off, I play, I fly back to Buffalo, do the 2 shows. Sunday, fly back to Pasadena on private, and then do my second round of the Pasadena Championship.
Yes.
We'll look into how much that is. NetJets,
You're not gonna,
we're looking for
like
sponsorship.
how expensive that is, but yes, you could definitely do that.
NetJets, we're looking for sponsorship, dude. So if you're interested, reach out. If I had a positive experience during this trip, maybe I will, I'll plug your fucking shit company. Does Uber fly? Can I get an Uber jet?
Uber has helicopters too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck yes. I don't think you can helicopter from Buffalo to Pasadena.
But you can get a helicopter from the venue to the airport.
That's gangster, dude. What if I land right in the middle of the Rose Bowl, get out with my clubs, and just walk to the first tee?
Yes, sir.
Bam. Back and back. And I just fucking land. I come down, club's already on, walk out, ball in, and I rip a fucking tee down the first hole. You don't think that's going to lay down the foundation of this guy came to fucking play this year?
Yes, sir.
I've been hitting balls in the garage, and it feels good, dude. I can't wait to get back out there and play. This is the longest I think I've gone without playing golf. I will be playing golf at the end of the month. Let's do some shameless plugs. I'm going to just add it. Charlotte Comedy Zone, January 20th through the 23rd that weekend. Tickets will be online today. They're on the Comedy Zone, but I'm going to put them on my website, steverennazizi.com today. The following weekend, I'm at Naples at Off the Hook Comedy Club. Used to be in Marco Island, but now it's in Naples, Florida. For the 29th, the last weekend in January. I'll be there. Then I got February. I got some Denver Comedy Works. I also have Philadelphia at the Helium Comedy Club. And then March, we have Buffalo and Salt Lake City. So they'll all be on steverennazizi.com later on today.
Crazy. By the time you get to Buffalo, they'll have a Super Bowl.
Dude, I hope they do, but I really think that they're probably going to be
wild shows.
Let me tell you, if the Bills win the Super Bowl, you guys are coming with me to Buffalo, and we're gonna have our own little, we'll have our own little parade. We'll have to do something special. We missed it, guys, but can you guys bring it? We'll do our own little thing. I'm telling you, I had Thurman Thomas at my show. I will introduce you guys to Thurman Thomas if you want. I can do that for you. Last time he came to my show.
Well, we met Andre Reed when the Rams played Buffalo, when the Bills came to town. You were there for that, right, Lucas? We did that tailgate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll invite Josh Allen.
And then I know Jim Kelly, personal friend.
Look at that.
Went to his football camp as a child.
I'm sure we can get something going again for a parade of sorts. If we want to, get one off the ground, why not?
I say we only invite retired players, though. I don't want to, mess with the focus.
You said retired, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you. Yeah.
No.
I think you said retarded players. I'm like, that's all of them. They're all pretty slow now. That's that's gonna be a blast. I hope we are celebrating a Super Bowl. I really do, guys. It's fucking New York.
Yeah.
According to that Instagram post you put out, the Jets are in New Jersey, the New Jersey Jets.
Same with the Giants.
They really are. Their stadium's in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. So, hello. So I'm rooting for Buffalo. And they got fucking 30 inches of snow last night, second biggest on the record. Yeah, it was crazy.
Hell
yeah, they have nothing to look forward to.
They're ready to win the division.
They're absolutely. Go Buffalo. And come see me at the Buffalo Helium Comedy Club. Anyway, what else? All right, let's pick some games.
Yellow Jackets.
Oh my God.
That real quick.
That TV show?
Started watching that with Cassie. Holy shit.
What is going on? I was sick. I spent the whole day watching Yellow Jackets.
How far are you?
The whole thing.
You've watched all 8 episodes?
Yes. You know what I don't like? I'll tell you what I don't like.
Spoil it right now.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to think of not spoiling it.
Yeah, do that thing that Teeb does on Punch Drunk where he spoils the entire series for everyone who hasn't. You should watch it if you haven't seen it. It's.
I'll say this. There's an affair that happens.
Awesome and
there's an affair that happens, and of course they make it that the guy has an affair first. But meanwhile, the chick really wanted to have an affair the whole fucking time. It's very obvious. She met a dude beforehand. She had thought about sucking his D, but they had to just lay under the fact that the guy wanted to do it first. So it makes it perfectly fine for her to go out and do it. So, hello. It is very Lost, the show. It is very, it's part of Live, right? Am I right, Brenton? The movie Alive, the TV show Lost, and a little bit of like probably Lord of the Flies. But I don't know how. Is this a limited series? Are they wrapping up in 2 more episodes? Because I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's back and forth between the present and then the time that this incident occurred. I'm not even going to get into it.
It's really awesome. It's fucked up, but it's really awesome.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's on Showtime, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's her name is still fucking kind of hot. Christina Ricci is hot, and
maybe her best character to date.
Great. Juliette Lewis is still fucking crazy and quirky and hot. Yeah, no, it's a good show. I'm enjoying it so far. Although I did have that problem. I'm like, this is fucking, what are you doing, guys? And then I watched that Kevin Hart show. Kevin Hart, Wesley Snipes, True Story. Did you watch it, anyone?
No.
I know of it, but yeah, no.
I don't want to get it. I don't check it out. Wesley Snipes is great. And so is Kevin. It's an interesting story. Different stuff for Kevin Hart, I think, and so and Wesley Snipes is really good. So, but yeah, that's what I did this week. I watched fucking Yellow Jackets and that True Story show, and I don't know what happened to 1883, but it wasn't on this week, but it comes back on Sunday. And Yellowstone ended, which was kind of crazy if you're a Yellowstone fan. Except that got pretty sloppy too, because Jimmy comes back and all of a sudden his chick that wasn't on the show the whole fucking season is there, and then the girl that he brings back with her, his new fiance, they start to fight, of course. But it's like, you didn't establish the chick back at the ranch so that we could see Jimmy's going to set, it's going to be a problem. It was very sloppy. So look, nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect except for us. Let's win everyone some money, especially Lucas. How about we do that?
Try our best.
All right. By the way, sports betting is legal, I think, starting tomorrow in New York State. So maybe next week I'll be able to do my own picks. Now I don't have to rely on you.
I just want to be able to do prop betting. That's all I've wanted.
Like I want to do like like the Jets cover, Antonio Brown rips his shirt off, and Tom Brady has one pick plus 700.
That would have been plus 7 million,
and we would have won.
You would have retired off that.
Still waiting to retire.
All right. Looks like most of the games, I don't think they're, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
What do you want,
12,
BetDSI?
14. Yeah. It looks like I'm only missing a couple games on BetDSI.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get on it. Oh, did you guys see the father-son on OnlyFans that do naked porn together?
No.
You did? You saw that?
I saw the everyone's posting about it. They're making
crazy
money.
Yep. If anyone wants to pull that up, dude.
Oh, I got it right here. Don't worry.
Oh.
Can you you got it.
Yeah. What's going on? Look at these two guys.
Oh my God.
Yep.
This is disgusting.
And they make a fortune. What are they doing though? They're just stripping down, or are they jerking?
They're just trying to show up their cousin Justin Herbert. That's what's going on.
$9 grand a month by himself.
Me and my dad don't give a fuck. Full pictures on OnlyFans.
Let's see this. Oh, there you go.
Oh my God, dude. Bro.
The New York Post has been killing it the last few days. You had the 90-Day Fiance chick.
Who's the father and who's the son? I can't tell. Oh my God. Is this when he was skinny and they used to just hang out like normal? And then what where in their relationship $40,000 a month.
Yeah.
I want to know whose idea this was. Too.
Jonah, get down here. Wait, we have to wait till they're legal.
Yeah,
My
you gotta
oldest
wait a
turns
few
13
years.
tomorrow. Yeah, my oldest turns 13 tomorrow. So in 5 more years, if OnlyFans is still around.
Better get back on that Peloton.
God
Yeah.
almighty. I'm such a fat fuck, dude. My aunt bought us like this
So
unbelievable tin Tupperware that like keeps everything fresh. So we still have like holiday cookies that are like they taste like they were made yesterday. And I know where it is. And I'm supposed to just not go there and eat it. Because I asked my wife, I go, how do you not? She goes, because I don't go there. I don't eat it. I go, but you know it's there. And she's like, yeah, I know, but I don't. I'm like, oh, I don't. I that's the step I can't do. I have, if I know it's there, I got to go eat it. Right? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do? Not eat it? Then
The
it goes
black and
bad.
whites aren't going to eat
Wasting-
themselves.
Yeah, you're wasting money. There are people starving, Steve.
Yeah, we have to eat them. Oh, they're so good. Black and white cookies are so good.
They are really good.
All right. Let's see what we got. Live betting. Sports.
Do we want to touch anything on Saturday? You got Kansas City, Denver, and you got Dallas and Philly. So
Nope.
we're going to skip Saturday.
No.
So the first game on the docket, you got the Titans trying to lock up that number 1 seed against the Texans, get that bye week, get Derrick Henry some time to get back. Titans are 10-point favorites on the road. The Texans have been playing very well. This was 10.5. Now it's 10. I liked it more when it was 10.5. I think the Titans are going to win, but the Texans could keep it closer than that.
10.
10, yeah, 10-point spread.
And who the Texans? I mean, the Titans are the 1 seed regardless, right? They don't.
No. They
If KC
have to
wins.
win.
They have to win.
Denver's not beating KC, even though Fangio is going to be playing for his job. You got Drew Lock playing quarterback again. So Denver doesn't have an offense when that happens. And I'm disappointed. I really thought, because Bridgewater doesn't really throw the ball. I thought Lock would come in and he's got those talented receivers and he would throw it around. He looks fucking terrible. He may be the worst starting quarterback and that includes Jake Fromm and Glennon. They at least
Kansas
can move
City's
the ball
gonna
down
win.
the field.
So that means you're thinking now Tennessee knows they have to win.
Tennessee will know they have to win, and they want to win because they want that week off, and then they get Derrick Henry back. And they want to play all these teams at their stadium. They don't want to go anywhere else.
So you want to take the Texans covering the 10?
I liked it more when it was 10.5. I don't know if maybe it's a push and they lose by 10. The Texans have played everybody really tight. And I know people would argue, oh, they don't have anything to play for, but they haven't had anything to play for the entire season. So they're really well coached. They know this team very well. It's a divisional game. They're playing at home. It's the last game of the year. And, by the way, Rex Burkhead will make a bonus if he is on the field for 33% of the snaps this next game. So they do have some things to play for.
Yeah.
And, they want to show that they aren't a shit team. They are the least talented team probably ever assembled in the history of this league, but they're so well coached that they've played really good football.
I'll take them.
And again, I liked it more when it was 10.5, but I still think they can cover that 10 points. Let's see what happens. All right. Off to a bad start.
The Giants are covering that 7 points.
No, they're not. Really?
No, dude. They should do that.
They're not covering. They're so bad. They're
They
bad on
should
defense.
be able to
They're
do that.
Heineke,
At home.
Heineke wants to play for his job next year. He wants to show other teams, hey, I'm a guy. You should sign me, even if I'm a backup. You've got Ron Rivera. He always gets his guys ready to play. The football team.
I hate the fact that this is our life. I really do, guys. I don't know about you. I know you guys haven't won a Super Bowl ever. but you don't even know what we've been through the last 5 years.
Oh, how about the 18 years where we didn't make the playoffs?
Shot.
We were stuck in fucking purgatory because we'd always finish 7-9 or 8-8.
We are
every fucking year.
Yeah,
and get
but you're in Buffalo, dude.
Pick.
You're in Buffalo. Nobody gives a fuck about Buffalo. Buffalo is a joke. I mean, they love it. It's like your drunk cousin.
Easy.
Everyone loves it. New York City is your rich fucking grandfather who you expect to drive a Cadillac and have connections to the mafia. You know what I'm saying? Like when your rich grandfather is driving a beat up Jetta from 1992 every year, and you're like, dude, you can do better, and he just keeps fucking up. You're like, what in the world is happening? And it's enough. 29-3 to the fucking Bears, dude. I mean.
By the way, I'm saying it now. I'm taking Justin Fields in every fantasy draft next year.
Oh, suck a dick, Brenton. Suck a dick.
Can't wait.
About fantasy.
He's my guy. He's my guy.
No, we're not even going to be alive next year.
We might be.
About next year. I forget it. I don't even want to talk about next year. Now you got me all upset. Forget the Giants and forget the fucking Washington football team that's going to announce their new stupid fucking logo and everything. Congratulations. What are they? The fucking Warriors now? What are they? The Warriors?
Aren't they going to be like the Red Wolves or
I don't know what they are.
The Presidents or something? It's going to be a terrible name. They should just stick with the football team or the Potatoes.
I can't believe the fucking Eagles made the playoffs. That shifted my podcast so badly.
Jalen Hurts your heart and soul.
There's no games I like this week. I don't like any of these games. You want to take the Bills by 16? Because that's what I got here.
I got them at 15.5.
The Jets are going to cover 16 or 15.5, so you can mark that down. They'll cover that.
What do you have for the Green Bay and Detroit game? Is there a line for that?
Hold on, I'll tell you in a second.
It's not on mine.
Okay, that doesn't surprise me.
Because I think Vegas is probably
they don't have that on here either.
They announce maybe after today, after the practice report, if guys are going to play.
I mean, the closest game of the Falcons and New Orleans. It's like that's a 3.5 points. Those are like two teams that are not in it. But I don't know who's got COVID, who's sick, who's got AIDS.
Saints are getting healthier. Matt Ryan has announced he's coming back another year. So that's I don't know if that's good or bad news because he looks like he's gone the way of Roethlisberger. The Patriots have to win if they want to win the division.
Okay.
If they want a shot at winning the division, and that game's going to be played at the same time as the Buffalo game. So, I mean, you'll be scoreboard watching, but you are going into that game trying to beat the Dolphins. That being said, it's in Miami, and we know how the Dolphins play the Patriots at home at the last game of the year every year.
Yep.
They're usually pretty close. That's a 6.5 point spread. Seahawks are going to Arizona. One last game potentially for Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll. They're 6.5 point dogs. You've got the Rams at home against the Niners, 4.5 point spread.
Give me the Rams.
Okay.
And give me the Raiders.
Colts and Jags. Do you want the Raiders? Fuck yeah. Let's take the Raiders.
Yes, plus 3.5. We're getting 3.5.
I'm getting 3 on mine.
Oh, I said 3.5, but I'll take the money line if you want to. I mean, if you want to push it, Lucas, it's up to you.
Push.
Okay.
Let's go, Raiders.
Raiders on the money line.
They're going to be the team that fucks us too.
Well, yeah, because if what I said could happen does happen, we technically wouldn't. If we took them plus 3, we would win the bet on a 0-0 tie. But taking.
But I do, yeah. And
what's the monthly charge on that father-son OnlyFans? What was the monthly rate? Does anyone remember what it was?
I think it was only $5. I think
$5.
Let's see if we can pull up the OnlyFans page itself.
Because if they're making $40,000 a month at $5,
now careful pulling up an OnlyFans page on a show that goes up on YouTube. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, okay.
Why? What happens? We get shut off,
Yeah.
or we get more viewers? Hello.
We get more viewers for a second, and then YouTube's like, you guys are having too much fun.
By the way, the dad still keeps his main job as a plumber.
Of course he does. He needs insurance. He needs benefits, dude. There's no benefits on OnlyFans.
Shit.
Plus, how's he going to keep that pipe? Come on, dude. This is so stupid. Life is stupid.
So you want to take the Jets plus 15.5?
Yes.
There is going to be weather up there, but I don't know. The Bills might only play a half of football with the starters. 14
points is fine. At once you get up 10 and you got the ball, you're like, just take everybody out and don't fumble it. Let's go. Everyone go home.
Okay,
let's get warm.
That's 4 games locked in. Do you want to take anything in the Jacksonville-Indianapolis game?
No.
Okay.
Why risk it?
Chicago, Minnesota, Carolina, Tampa Bay.
No.
Tampa Bay is playing for seeding.
No.
What about Patriots, Dolphins?
The Patriots are going to win, but who gives a fuck?
Okay, I can throw them on the money line. Yeah, so that's 5 games right there. You got the Texans plus 10, the Rams minus 4.5, the Raiders on the money line, Jets plus 15.5, and the Patriots on the money line.
Perfect. What do we got? $50 wins us 3,790.
540.
$1,072.61.
This is what 4 figures. That's what I'm talking about. And then from that, we get a good photographer to start our OnlyFans page, Lucas.
That's Troy Conrad's rate right there.
Dude, $40,000 a month. Oh.
By the way, I'm reading right now that J.J. Watt is designated to return from IR, so he will be ready for the playoffs if they make it.
Well, he'll be ready, but will he play well having all that time off? That's the question. And it's the same thing with Cam Akers and Derrick Henry. They can look good in practice, but will they be able to do the things that we expect?
I bet you if Rob Gronkowski started an OnlyFans page, he'd make $100,000 a month.
Oh, easily. And maybe
because he'd probably shove shit up his ass. And he would, do crazy things. He'd, like,
oh, I forgot that was up there.
Yeah. He'd run around with a football shoved up his ass or, be naked with his brothers. He doesn't give a shit. He's like a frat guy. So he should look into that. It's just mind blowing to me. All right. Well, Lucas, we're going to win you some money this weekend.
It's gonna be a nice payday. Or I like that we leveraged it. You're either going to be very happy and win a lot of money, or you're going to watch the Bills win by 40.
See? Either way, it's a win. It's a victory. Do you guys have anything you wanted to add into the old podcast for the day? No?
Nothing.
I can't believe those father-son.
We're house shopping. Going to try to get a house.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
You're done with condo life?
It's nice, but yeah, we want a yard.
This guy moving on up, dude. What a life I've given you. What a life. Unbelievable. That's the podcast for the week. Thank you very much. Please check out the JoJo's Sports Talk, Swaggy Joe's Sports Talk Radio.
Swaggy Joe's, get it right.
Swaggy Joe's Sports Talk, and tell other people about our podcast as well. Rate, like, subscribe, all those good things. We will check you out next week. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Stop the recording.
Recording ended.